Good morning everyone. Saturday morning. Got a couple of jobs in today. First one being this lovely Vauxhall Bavaro, I think it is. Yeah, Vauxhall Bavaro. It's in for front disc pads, rear pads, and a full service, bar a fuel filter. So yeah, got several jobs today. You can see the cab's full of all the parts for all my jobs. I'm not going to take it up too high. I have got the ramp fixed, but I'm not taking it up too high. It is safe. I've looked under there. It's on the surge properly. It doesn't look like it, but it is. So yeah, what I'm going to do is, to cut a bit of time, I'm going to start off. I'm going to start draining the oil. I'm going to crack the oil filter off what's down there, drain the oil, leave the oil draining, and then I'm going to whip off the back wheels and I'm going to whip off the front wheels, and we're going to get the brakes done first while the oil's draining, so I ain't waiting around. So yeah, front disc pads, rear pads, full service bar the fuel filter. We've got another one outside on the road there, a Vauxhall combo. That's in for a full service also. All the stuff's inside. And he's also got in touch with me as well this morning to say, can I have a look at the front end, because he can hear a knocking noise at the front and it seems a bit low and it's crashing when he's driving. And just by looking at it from here, it looks like the springs have snapped to me. But let's wait and see till we get it up. You never know, you never know. So yeah, I'm going to leave it here and start draining the oil, and I'll bring you back very shortly. See what we're going to be. Welcome back everyone. So we've got it up, the oil is draining. I've taken out the oil filter from there. I've taken out the pollen filter. I'll show you down here anyway. So if you remember a couple of weeks ago, this was the same as the Citroens. Obviously it's got the Peugeot, Citroen, whatever engine you want to call it. Pollen filter, there's the air filter, and there's the oil filter, and here's my new stuff. Obviously I've got Bosch oil filter, Bosch air filter, and I've got, actually this isn't for this car, and the oil I've got there. So I'll just quickly show you. So your location for your pollen filter, it's a bit tricky to get into, but I just about got my hand up there. So it's under the dash and just in that hole up there. If I just put my hand up there, just in there, that hole there, and then this is the cover for it. So yeah, I've got back wheel off. Now we'll just quickly show you. So these pads are low, they're really low, so there's not a fat lot. That looks like it, but there's not. So basically the reason I'm doing the brakes is because he's had a recall on it. Recall's been in, they've told him it needs front disc pads and rear disc pads. You will get away with the rears because, let's face it, the majority of the braking's at the front. So you don't need to take the carrier off, but I am, and the reason I take the carrier off is because I want to get into all these little crevices here where your brakes are going to be sitting. And I'm telling you, if you don't and you leave shit in there, you're going to cause big problems, not only for you, for the customer as well, for the braking of his vehicle. So yeah, I'm going to just pull this off, give this a damn good clean out. I'm going to wind the piston back with my wind back tool there, because this is not electric, it's just a manual handbrake. So I will just be winding it back. I'll be giving all the inside of the caliper a good clean up, fit the new pads, put the wheel back on, go over to the other side and do exactly the same. And then we're just going to be repeating the same at the front, but on the front is going to be discs and pads. Now I don't know whether these parts are correct. I've no idea till I check. The pads are, because I've checked them already against these ones here. But yeah, just going to get this lot off, give it a good clean up, get that piston back, let's get the pads back in, and let's get back over onto the other side. And I'll bring you back shortly once I've got the pads fitted. I'll see you all in a bit. Welcome back everyone. So we're now on the near side rear. I've already stripped it off. I've not bored you with what I've already showed you on the other side. Just a piston to go back and this brake carrier to clean up, and then obviously I can put the new pads in. I'll show you the other side quickly. We'll just go around and have a quick look at this so you can see this side's all back together. Nicely greased up pads, not copper slip, grease. Yeah, so you can clearly see that these sliders are working, because you can see I can move the caliper in and out with my hands. That's all nice and free, all nice and cleaned up here, ready for the wheel to go back on. So yeah, coming along nicely. So what we do is I'm going to give this lot a clean, build this side back up, and I'll show you once it's all finished. I'll see you all in a bit. Welcome back everyone. So this side's all finished, back together, done. Again, you can see brake pads nicely greased up and a nice moving caliper with the sliders. Now that will be like that until I pump up the brake pedal. Don't apply the handbrake at this stage, because you're gonna have problems with your handbrake. It will work, but it won't work properly. Pump up your brake pedal, give it a run round. Once you've done it, just to bed some of the brakes in, then the handbrake will be sound. So I'm not going to bother pulling any wheels back on. I'm going to wait, because I'm going to torque them all up together. Now we're round on the front, and you can see the front is more or less not far off gone. The rear pads was a lot worse than what I thought, to be honest, because if I come to, where is it, this one, there's literally nothing left of it. So that was worse than what I thought. So yeah, I'll go lock the wheel round. I'm going to give this lot a clean off first with a wire brush, blow it all off, get these out, get the caliper off, get the carrier off, get the disc off, and then I'll bring you back. I'll see you all in a bit. Welcome back everyone. So near side front, it's all stripped. I've given it a bit of a clean up, push the piston back, give the caliper a clean up, and I've given the carrier a clean up. Like I says, make sure everything's clean. All I've got to do is just give these bolts a little bit of a clean up, and then you've got the slider pins. Since when have Vauxhall been using slider pins this fat? Fucking hell, they're massive, these are. It's about a 12mm. But yeah, these ain't too bad, to be fair, but I'll still give them a good buff up and make sure they're nicely greased up so they slide nice and easy. So yeah, new pads are here, new discs there, old discs there. This is really bad, the discs are badly lipped, but yeah, got everything new. So I'll build this up and then I'll bring you back once I've got it built back up. I'll see you all shortly. I'll see you in a bit. Welcome back everyone. So near side front is done, back together. Again, I'm going to leave the wheels off, because I'm just going to do a once round and show you everything once it's all done. So all the areas have been cleaned up where the wheel's going to go back on. You can see the new pads nicely greased up. You only have to put a little bit on the front of these where they go in. These are an absolute bloody swine to get out. These are, they're so hard. But yeah, everything's all back on, tightened up and done. Now if we move on to the offside front, and we're just going to repeat the same on here. We're going to take it off. These are, I mean, I don't know if you can see these on camera. There's that many lines in these, and the lip on these are really bad. There's a good 2.5mm lip in there. But yeah, strip this lot off. Again, I'm going to give it a clean up before I start taking it off. Blow it all off, take them off. Once I've got it stripped, I'll bring you back once it's stripped, and I'll show you what's what. And then I'll rebuild it, and once it's rebuilt, I'll do another video of all round and show you everything. Then I will put the wheels back on off camera, put the sump plug back in, because you can still see I've still left it all draining down there, and then we'll carry on with the service. And then this van is done. The Fiesta's turned up. I'm going to be doing the Fiesta next, which is rear shockers and front pads. But yeah, let's get on with it and get cracked on with it. I'll see you all in a bit. Oh, welcome back everyone. So offside front, it's all cleaned up, ready. Caliper, you haven't got to go mad when you clean them, just give them a clean off, get rid of all the crap and the dust. The carrier's all cleaned up, ready for the new pads, and obviously I've just give these a quick cleaning over on my wheel. So yeah, them are ready, and obviously here's the brakes here. So I'm going to put them together. I'm going to get all of it put together now, and then I'm just going to do the last video once it's together all round, and then we'll get cracked on with the we're doing the service. So yeah, you can still see the oil's just still dripping. It's been like it now about hour, I think it is, hour and a half so far. I'm not rushing them, just taking my time, because you got to make sure it's all to do with the prep when you're doing brakes. Make sure you clean everything up good, make sure all these faces are all nice and clean, because you got to remember a disc has to go up against this, and if you've got the slightest bit of crap on there, it ain't good. It really ain't good. So yes, there we go. I'll see you all in a bit. Welcome back everyone. So here we go, driver side front all finished, done and dusted, back together. And like I said, it's only a little dab of grease on these, but always remember when you do, obviously with these, you obviously this is back in now, so you can't really do it with these ones, but when these pins are out, you can move the caliper. I know these are all free because I've checked them. Always remember when you're doing brakes as well, before you go out and drive that car, pump up that pedal, because if you don't, you ain't stopping, and whatever it is you're up against, you're going to hit. So driver side front, we've got the driver side rear, it's had new pads. Passenger side rear, new pads. And the passenger side front disc and pads, all done and dusted. So I'm literally going to now put the wheels on. I'm not going to tighten them up, I'm just going to do them up hand tight, because I shall be torquing the nuts up. And then I shall get back underneath, put the sump plug in, put the oil filter in out the way, put the new oil filter in, clean all this up, because there's a little tiny bit of oil there what's come out the oil filter housing, clean a little bit on the floor where it's gone down onto. Then I can lower the car down and put the air filter in, because it's quite tight, don't look it, but it is. I mean, this here is up to my top of my waist, well, my chest, yeah, and then it's just an air filter to go in there, and then the pollen filter to go back in, and then this van's done. Reset the light, find his service book, see if he's got a service book, stamp it. We're gonna top up the antifreeze because there's a little bit down. I'm going to check it for its strength, and same with the water bottle, and the clutch and brake fluid is literally just there, look. So yeah, and obviously whenever you do brakes, I'll always take the cap off. So, but I've had nothing come out of here, so the chances are this is going to probably need a little bit in there, but like I said, I'll get my torch in there and I'll check it all anyway. So yeah, that's just a quick buzz round of disc and pads. Yeah, and that's it really. I know I always say I'll film with me doing it. I have no issue with doing that. The only problem I have no idea how to do a time lapse, so you know how you can speed things up, because sometimes it can get boring. I know it gets boring watching the same stuff, but at least it's different stuff, you know. But yeah, this is just your simple normal stuff what people might learn from it. People might say, oh, I think I'll tackle that myself. You don't need nothing special or spectacular. Yeah, you need a tool to push back the piston, but you can use that. If you haven't got the wind back tool, you can use a big massive set of grips, but obviously I've got a wind back kit over there. Yeah, and it is pretty simple really to do. There's nothing hard about it, but I've been doing it over 30 years, so this is like second nature to me. I do like the engine stuff. I like engine work. I like doing stuff to the engine, stripping engines down, rebuilding them. I like doing cam belts. I like doing timing chains. but it's just what comes up at the end of the day, and sometimes I am thankful for stuff like this because it don't take all my day up. So yeah, I ain't gonna bore you no more. I'll bring you back shortly once I've got everything put back together. See you all in a bit. Welcome back everyone. So just like that, it's all done. Oil's in here, antifreeze is done, the screen wash is full, brake fluid's fine, wheels are all back on, and it's all torqued up. The wheel bolts are all torqued up. I have pumped up the pedal already, and I'm going to pull it off the ramp in a minute, and I'm going to go and take it down the road. Just going to embed these brakes in. Oh yeah, I've reset the service light as well, so no service light on the dash at all. Absolutely perfect. 37,185 miles is on the clock. Oh yeah, all done. Another job good. Next up is the little Fiesta there now. I'm going to be bringing that on to do the front pads and rear shockers. So I'll see you all on the next one. See you in a bit. Welcome back everyone. So Fiesta's now on the ramp. We're going to be doing just a set of front pads on this because the discs ain't too bad. I did the discs and pads on this probably a year and a half ago, and obviously because he's a driving instructor, you see, he does wear them down quite quick. And we've got a leaking shocker, near side rear shockers leaking, so we're going to get all four wheels off, get it up in the air, and then I'm going to pull these two rear shocks off. We'll do the shocks first, and then we'll get the front pads changed. That's literally all it is on this car. I know he needs it back for tomorrow because, well, tonight, which is Saturday, because he's told me that he's filling in for another driving instructor tomorrow. So yeah, I'm going to whip the wheels off. Let's get these shockers off, and I'll get back to you shortly. I'll see you all in a bit. Welcome back everyone. So we're on this Fiesta. I've got the rear shock out. It's just literally on these. They're pretty simple. It bolts through here and then bolts up to the top up there into an hole. Two like bolts go up, which is that there. So this has all got to come off to go on to the new shocks, and you can clearly see telltale sign that it's been leaking because it's all wet down here and it's all sticking. The other side's fine, it's not like this, but yeah, this has been like this for about, I think I MOT'd it and I advised it on the MOT. There was a light mist in the valve, but you can clearly see it has got worse. So yeah, I'm gonna take the cover off, put it onto this, I'm gonna put the shocker back on, and I'll bring you back. I'll see you in a bit. Welcome back everyone. So just like that, it's back on. As you can see, one bolt through there. These little bolts here are for the covers for this to go back, and it just literally bolts up there. But it's not even 10 minutes, 10 minutes aside, if that. But yeah, these are actually, believe it or not, these are OE shockers, the originals. So yeah, this side's done. I'm going to get on to the good side now, but I'm still changing it either way. He wants both done. He's always had both done. I've been looking after his cars for the last 25 years, maybe longer. But yeah, I'm going to get onto that side, I'll strip it down, and I'll show you what it's like again in a bit. I'll see you in a bit. Welcome back everyone. So we're on the driver's side rear. I have stripped it off. It's so simple. It just really is so easy to do. Like I said, it's one bolt here and the two bolts up there. This is the little cup thing, in case nobody knows. Your shocker goes through that, comes through the top of here, and then you put the nut, which is this little bit here, what sticks through, and then obviously you put the nut on that, tighten it down, which then in turn tightens down to that there on top of that. And that is literally as simple as that to do. They are so easy, and bloody hell, you could tell he ain't washed this for a while. I mean, look at the lumps and lumps and lumps of mud fall off it. Look at it, comes off in big massive lumps all over the floor. Good job really he's got plastics, because if this was a normal car, mate, you'd be rotting the hell out of it. And look at it, brake pipes totally covered in mud, all of them. Really, really bad. This is not good. It ain't good for your cars, man, trust me. It'll rot them. Bloody everywhere. But yeah, anyway, I'm going to put it back together and I'll be back in a couple of minutes. See you in a bit. Welcome back, everyone. So it's all on, all done and dusted. I've cleaned all the boots down as well. Yeah, apart from all the crap all over the floor. But yeah, it's all done. I've got the front wheels off. We're going to change just the pads on this. And that's it, because the discs are good. The discs are good both sides. So we're just going to do the pads on it, and then that's this car done. Yeah, I'm going to, while I'm here, before I put the back wheels on, I'm just going to pull off the drums, and I'm going to give them a blowout as well. The drums only takes you 2 minutes to get them off. So yeah, I'm going to pull these brakes off and I'll get back to you shortly. I'll see you all in a bit. Welcome back, everyone. So I've stripped it all off. I have cleaned them already, and I've pushed the piston back already and cleaned all the area nice. So I'm going to show you the pad, what I've taken out. There's probably 3 mil still left on that, maybe a little bit more, I'm not sure. Now, some of you might be saying, why the hell are you changing these pads for? The reason being, he's a driving instructor. Now, you're aware of, if this gets too low, it's going to kill his disc and it goes onto metal. And you know full well, driving instructors, if they've got a brake light out or a headlight out, the test gets cancelled. You know, so this is important. Whenever I service his car, I have a check over it. I did tell him, I think it was about 7 weeks ago when I serviced this, and I said to him that your pads are getting low and your rear shocker. And he messaged me on Tuesday to say, can I do them for him the weekend? So that is the reason why these are being changed. Not because they're on metal, but because it's precaution, that's all. So I'm going to put these pads back in, I'm going to get them put back on, and then I'm going to shoot round to the other side, and I'll take the other side off and show you what that side's like. I'll see you all in a bit. Welcome back, everyone. So we're on the passenger side front now. As you can see, I've stripped it off already. I've cleaned it all off. I've cleaned all these so they're nice and clean for the pads to go in. This side, if you look at the pad, there's not a fat lot left on it. Like I said, these was only done out of precaution, because they need to be done. We're doing him off the road basically. So yeah, these are the new ones to go on. And then I've just got these to clean up, the slider pins. And that's it really. It's done and dusted, back together. What I have noticed is, and it's going to be a bit hard for me to, I had the gearbox rebuilt in this last year, about this time last year it was, maybe December time I think it might have been. And I can see a slight little bit of a leak there, and it's coming from, I did tell him on the service when he had it serviced, it's coming from the gearbox seal, one of the seals in the gearbox. Now this was overhauled, cost like £850 to have that gearbox done, because it kept jumping out of gears. So yeah, I'm gonna have to tell him, we'll have to get it sorted, but we'll do that at a later date, drain the gearbox oil out, take the shaft out, and stick a new seal in for him. So yeah, I'll put this back together and I'll see you in a bit. Welcome back, everyone. So all the front's done. I'm just going to quickly show you this. I have blew this out. It was really, well, you can still see there was still bits of dust left in the drum. I have blown it all out, that's why it all looks nice and clean. It was really dusty in there. I'm going to do the other side. I'm not going to record the other side because it's going really dark, the skies, and I want to get this done and get it off the ramp and get my stuff back in the garage before it absolutely piddles it down. But yeah, I know there wasn't a lot to do, but I just thought I'd show, so you can, you know, basically I've done the brakes, rear shocks, and it's had a set of front pads on it, and that's the little Fiesta. Yeah, so this is all done. There's just the Fiat. I'm not going to do that till tomorrow, and I think it's forecast pissing it down again tomorrow. but makes no odds. As long as it's not windy, I've got my little canopy to put up, so it makes no odds to me, whether it's raining or not. But yeah, I'm going to leave it at that, and I'll probably be uploading, I don't know if to upload it tonight or do it once I've finished doing the Fiat altogether. But I'll see. I might just do this one tonight. Let's wait and see. Anyway, once again, like I say, thank you so much for watching. Please, 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 don't forget to like and don't forget to follow. It would be really, really nice to get more followers. There's not a fat lot at the minute. Lots of you are seeing the stuff, and lots of you are liking the stuff and hearting the stuff, but people are just looking at them and not following. Believe you me, there's going to be a hell of a lot more content coming up, and it'd just really be nice just to get more followers off people, if possible. And you know, like I say, if you do want to see stuff, certain stuff, or you want to see more stuff, just let me know. Message me, leave a comment. I do apologise if I don't get back to you straight away. I am hopeless when it comes to tech, really, really bad. This is why some of the stuff I don't do, you'll see with the recording stuff. Yeah, I've got tripods, I've brought them all, I've got everything, and I will start doing it, I promise. I will start doing it, but I just want some more followers. People can follow me, if you don't mind. It really, really helps. So yeah, until the next one, I'll see you all later. Have a good day. Good morning, everyone. Sunday morning. Little Vauxhall combo in for a full service. Now, there is 2 air filters for this. I don't know which one of them it is. We've got a pollen filter, but there's no actual AC on this van, so I don't know whether I'll be changing that as yet. We've got an oil filter, we've got a fuel filter, which sits just here. Now, this has actually got a noise on this on the driver's side. So I did put it on the ramp last night before I packed up, and the shocker is soaking wet. Driver's side. I don't know if you can see that from the pictures, but yeah, it's drowned, absolutely drowned. So it won't be done today because the place I use don't open today. So I'll be ordering a new shocker tomorrow, possibly a new drop link, and a new top mount. Spring's okay, I've already checked all the spring. Spring's absolutely fine, there's no rot on it either. So yeah, I'm gonna get into it, start stripping the stuff off, and I'll bring you back very shortly. I'll see you all in a bit. Welcome back, everyone. So we've got the air filter out, we've got the oil filter out, which goes just in there, and we've taken the housing out from there for the fuel filter. So, I mean, the air filter's dirty, but it's not mega dirty. So we've got a new air filter. Oil filter is there, and obviously there's the new oil filter. And the fuel filter just literally sits in this bowl. I have drained the diesel out of this because one of the screws was really tight to get out, and I've had to get a pair of mole grips on it to undo it because someone's put it in and chewed it up before. Just by the way, this is the first time I've ever touched this van as well. So here's the new fuel filter. So as you can see, it literally, it just clicks into the top, this fuel filter does. It's very simple and easy design. This has got a pump in the tank as well, so it's just a matter of slotting this new one into there, pouring it back in, putting the bolts back in, putting it back into the car, cycle the key 3-4 times, and it literally will just fill this bowl back up, and that's it mainly. But yeah, I'm going to put this lot back in, and I'll bring you back once I've got it all in, and then I shall put the oil in. I'll see you all in a bit. Welcome back, everyone. So it's all done, it's all running. And what I have noticed, which I didn't see, if you look under there, you can see loads and loads and loads of carbon build-up where it's been blowing. So that is a big problem. A big problem. So yeah, this van's done. It's had oil filter, air filter and a fuel filter, no pollen filter. I will be getting this back on the ramp tomorrow night stroke Tuesday night to do that suspension leg on that side, and then it's done more or less. If I can find my stuff out, I might even give these a nice clean off for them and get them looking like new again. But apart from that, we're done. Running lovely. It was actually in for a full service, and that's what it's had, it's a full service. So yeah, brilliant stuff. I'll probably upload all these together. You'll probably get all 3 cars together, what I've done. Well, 2 cars and a van. So yeah, brilliant stuff, and I'll see you all on the next one. Thanks again for watching.